Hello and welcome to Witches and Wizards Confession channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. On this channel, we tackle very sensitive and uncomfortable confessions regarding witchcraft and money rituals. Today's confession reads as follows. Our lives are controlled by a breathing and giggling cap. Hi admin, please hide my name. I think my brother was brainwashed by a sangoma. I suspect they wanted to use him as a sacrifice. Earlier this year, my brother went out for groove. The next morning around 7 o'clock, he came running and knocking on the doors, screaming. He woke us up, mind you. We attended to him only to find out that he has been screaming and crying out very loud. He was screaming and saying, "Let's go to where my cap is. Wake up. Our lives depend on that cap." Out of curiosity and shock, we followed him. It took us about 40 to 30 minutes to get where he was taking us. He was screaming the whole way, saying very weird things. He was saying, "Yes, Mukulu, I'm on my way and I am bringing them." On the way, we came across two men who asked us what's happening because they saw my brother around 5 a.m. screaming and running. We didn't even get the chance to answer the men as my brother was very fast and we did not want to lose him. We just wanted to understand what was happening to him. When we arrived at the house, we found a traditional hut which indicates that there is a sangoma living there. To our shock, when we arrived, my brother was all quiet like nothing happened, as if he wasn't the one screaming all the way there. We found a man sleeping outside with shoes on as if he had just arrived. And there was also a woman seated next to the sleeping old man. Mind you, it's on the floor. As soon as she saw us, she woke the man up. "Mkulu, wake up, you have visitors." When the man woke up, he looked at my brother and said, "How? So you brought your family now?" My brother just nodded, looking very scared of this man. We questioned the woman because we wanted to understand what was going on. We asked if she knew my brother, and she said, "No, the old man just called me and told me to rush over because we are expecting visitors. You must be the visitors." We then asked the old man what was happening. To cut the story short, Mukulu said, "My brother is not mad. He just owes him because he stole from him." We asked him how he knew that it was my brother, and he said he found his cap in the yard in the morning after his house was broken into. But my brother had told us before that he lost his cap at a tavern. We didn't even know that he was a thief, so right now we were confused. My brother then suddenly started crawling like a baby and crying like a toddler. We begged the man to free and forgive him, and we even offered to pay back what was stolen. He then said he wanted blood repayment, of which we refused. He got very angry and chased us out and told us that we will fail in everything we do and we will no longer have new lives in our family, only deaths. He then shouted, "Your lives depends on that young man's cap that I have with me." From that day on, we are troubled by a cap. It haunts us. We see that cap everywhere we go, and in the house, outside the house, just everywhere. We can't pick it up because it appears and disappears every time. My brother has since been traumatized and he has been mute since that day. He no longer talks at all. We asked my brother's friend what really happened. And he says he doesn't know because he left the tavern with my brother, but they go different directions when going to their homes. When we asked him about the old man, then the friend said that the old man is a regular at the tavern too, and he followed my brother home that night. But the friend says he didn't suspect anything because he just thought it's an old man going home. After telling us this, the friend became mute too. The cap is haunting us very badly. Sometimes while sleeping, it covers our mouth and nose tightly. How? We also don't know. But it chokes us till we run out of breath. Then it lets go. The cat breathes and giggles every other night. When we are sleeping, when you open your eyes in the middle of the night, you will see a cap right next to your head. When you try to catch the cap, it will just disappear. When you try to close your eyes, you will hear giggling and breathing heavily sounds on the floor. When you switch on the light to see what is there, you will see the cap. When you try to pick it up, it just disappears. This cap has been troubling us for so long that we are tired. There is nothing that goes right for us. Funny enough is, at night, we are kept awake by this cap, and during the night we are still, and during the day, then there is nothing that we can do because we would be very sleepy. By the time we wake up after taking a day nap, then it's night. Then the haunting begins. Please, 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 we need your help. We need help on finding ways to get rid of the cap. We need help on finding ways so that my brother can talk again. We need help so that also his friend can also talk again. The end. Please don't forget to share and subscribe for more confessions.